Let's see how this thing works now. What's up, people? Just checking this thing out. Nobody's on here yet, but it's all good. This is my first time doing this live stream. I'm not really sure how this thing works, but we'll go along with it and run with it. Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Betty Blanco. Shout out Jonathan. Let's go. Or Jason. Jason and Gina. Sorry, my bad. The guys that helped me get started. Benny Blanco helped me get started. You don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing on this so far. Just trying to figure this thing out. Start a poll. What does that mean? That's the community optional. No, I'm not ready for that yet. What are all these features the guys got on here? Dream mode. Glamorous. Beam. 8mm. Dawn. Okay, so these are all video settings, I guess. That's pretty cool. Excuse me, don't mind me, I'm just messing with this thing to find out how this thing actually works. I like the beam. What is this? Okay. What is this? Chat filter, top messages, community moderators. I gotta learn about all this crap. Maybe I gotta reach out to Jason and Gina again. Find out all these little small things work in order to make it a little bit more seamless, you understand? Anyways, as you know, Reds Room Media. I'm here just doing a little thing, trying to get this thing off the ground. Finally decided to get my feet wet in this YouTube space. Been with this thing for a while now, but I just haven't really played with it. It's only last month I actually started to dig into it due to some of the videos I've been watching and, you know, feeling people's content out. And it's pretty interesting, I can't lie. Some things do interest me, and I have a lot of things that might interest people as well. So I figured, why not just put this on blast and start it off, and, you know, what have you got to lose? It's not like you're spending money on this thing, right? Promoting your stuff, doing whatever. I would like to connect with some people that are on the same, or at least the same like-minded people who like the things I like. And, you know, a lot of foodies. I love foodies channels. Oh my gosh, especially Jamaican ones. Just watching these videos when they're cooking and the stuff that they make just makes me want to do it myself, you know? It actually promotes you to get outside of your comfort zone, which is something I like. You know, people get bored real quick, and you just want to be able to do some things that are different from your regular schedule, just to keep yourself alive. Nobody wants to sit back and just sit there and be bored all the time. I'm into graphic arts. So I do a lot of graphic work. Into crypto. I used to be into sports a lot, but due to my work hours, I can't even watch sports anymore because the time frame from the time I start in the morning is just a bit too much to stay up all night and watch these $1 million athletes play. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to go to work, and my check is nowhere near theirs. That's like me playing football for fun. It doesn't make sense because once I get injured, nobody pays me. You understand? And by the way, I'm from Toronto, if you guys don't know, home of the Six in Canada. Weather's starting to change as of late. Starting to get a bit chilly. That's why you see me with a hoodie on now. Summer's over as far as I'm concerned. It only gets colder from here on in. Halloween is right around the corner. Debating what I want to dress as, because with my kids, I definitely have to go out on Halloween. Last year I went out as what do you call those guys? I don't remember the name of them, but me and the wife dressed up exactly the same, and we have our son in Mario. He loved his Mario costume. Just find some of these neighborhoods nowadays. We live in a pretty uh, decent neighborhood. Problem is, there's a lot of big $1 million homes, but there's never anybody in these homes, or at least outside of these homes. So when you do your Halloween thing, most of them are closed. It's supposed to be a nice community, but to me, it doesn't really feel like a community when there's nobody on the road, no kids playing. Um, in the summertime, when you walk by, no barbecue smell. It's not really a community like that. It's weird. Things have changed. Really. All these $1 million homes, and people are 3 or 4 or 5 cars in their garage, and nobody's ever outside. Makes you wonder, is this what kind of life is that you want to live? You understand what I'm saying? I remember the communities when I was younger that kids were always outside playing on their bikes, playing baseball, kicking a soccer ball on the street, all kinds of stuff like that. I don't even see that no more. It's like kids are afraid to even go outside with all this technology. They're stuck inside. I hope we can get that changed. Part of why, when people get sick, it's bad now because before, at least when you're outside in the elements, you are facing all the elements. You're facing all the bacteria in the air, all the airborne particles that would probably get you sick, but you would fight it off and get stronger. And every time you're out there, you're facing it, you fight it off and get stronger. Now it's like they don't even see those things. So when they do come across it, it gets them really sick. I mean, I'm a Gen Xer, so I know one thing is for sure. We're not afraid to do things. We do things out of the norm. We question things that we are suspect about. We're not afraid to speak our minds. And we don't put up with the bull crap, you know what I mean? If we see a spade, we call it a spade. We don't try to dance around it and call it, anything else. And we don't tolerate fake friendships or fake people or people just trying to get in your circle for whatever reason. It's not like that with us. And I truly believe that we are a different breed. These new kids nowadays, new people nowadays, my sons are older. Some of them are pretty old, past their teenage years anyway. And even I see it in them, they're just different. And I don't blame them. Society has molded it this way so that, things don't affect them as much or things don't concern them as much. But it's kind of strange when you take a look at the things that are happening in this world that you would be more aware, But it's like everybody's blinded. For example, the other day we're just downtown Toronto, and we're just walking around, just chilling, just enjoying ourselves, a little walk. Everybody's in their phone. Like, nobody's looking where they're going. It's like zombie land, literally. Everybody's just zoned out. People are almost getting hit by cars, people walking through red stoplights, not paying any mind to anybody. It's just a crazy world we're living in. But, we learn to accept what it is, and we just roll along with it. I just decided to do a quick live just to test it out. I didn't put this on blast, so I don't expect anybody to be here right now. I just wanted to feel it out and see how it works. Welcome to live chat, guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. Okay, I guess that's just a note they put up there, so you're not putting out too much information about yourself. Like I said, the two people I would like to shout out off the rip. Benny Blanco got me boosted for some reason. Life Reality Blogs actually is another one, so actually 3. And Gina and Jason, thank you for the time that we spent today on your live. That was pretty cool. I learned a few things. You guys are awesome, guaranteed. Can't wait to see you at that party, your 70s party, and those Afro outfits. That was pretty live today, I can't lie. Like I said, I'm all the way from Toronto, just trying to get people into my channel. Eventually, I'll get it to where I need to be. I'm on the road to 100. I know it's a small channel, but guess what? You got to start somewhere, right? And hopefully I get to be where I need to be and continue being able to speak my mind and put my thoughts out there to people that might be on the same wavelength as me. You know what I mean? I do work full time, yeah, and that's just because I've always worked. I'm a Gen X. I put in work. That's what I do. Anything else I would like to say is just, I'm here to have fun. Any trolls and stuff like that, I can deal with it. Because the way I look at it is, if you're trying to shut me down, it just means I'm headed in the right direction, and I'll continue to press on. So you come in my comments and you start making all these crazy things that you're putting on here, I'll just leave it as it is. I might even play into it and let it go because that's what we do. Doesn't affect me, brother. That's how we do it. Shout out to my wife. You know, I can't say nothing about you because you're awesome. One woman has been by my side from day one, and truly shows the respect to me that no other woman has ever shown. So you get the same from me, 100%. Nobody can tell me nothing about you, and nobody can say anything about you without me defending it. You understand? Because real is real. Mine what the heart wants, what the heart wants. And I know 100% you've supported me, and I don't even have a second. I don't have to second guess anything about you. So I love my wife always, and that's gonna stay the same till the day we die. My kids, oh boy. As a parent, you would know. Well, you might not know yet, depending on how old your children are. But as your kids get older, people always say, "How come you can never say no to your kids?" I go, "Well, first of all, do you have any kids?" And they say no. Okay, so here's the thing. Once you have kids and they get to a certain age and they start getting into their things, they don't pay you don't mind as much anymore because they're just focused being kids. They're in their own world. And they need something. You know, $50 here or $60 here. Dad, I need help with this, or my car tire, blah, blah, blah. You know, other people look at you and say, why are you always helping them? Should they get their own money? I go, yeah, they should. And eventually they would. I just wanted to focus on their education first. And yeah, they'll learn how to make money as they go along. But it's hard to say no to your kids. You know why? Because they are you. You know what I mean? You can't just have your kids out there doing something and then in harm's way and you're not willing to always help them. But people say, your kids only contact you when they need money or blah, blah, blah. Well, it is what it is. They're your kids at the end of the day. It's hard to say no to them. I mean, I've never had any kids addicted to drugs and stuff like that. And, that extreme that I don't know about what they're doing or to themselves or what they're using the money for. But when my kids call and they need something, I make sure they get it because they're my responsibility and they're our responsibility. You know what I mean? And you'll never understand that until you have your own children. It could be your last $60 you have in your possession, and they say they need 40. You give it to them. I mean, and find another way to get some money to do what you got to do. You don't let your kids suffer. Don't let them struggle. We've struggled enough as Gen Xers, putting up with a lot of crap, a lot of lies along the ways, fake people. I've been in the streets, buddy. I've been there. I know what it feels like to have people turn on you and not support you and act like you're your friend. And as soon as they get an opportunity to shoot you down, they do it, right? So you can't really trust everybody. And you have to keep in mind, as a Gen Xer, these are the things your kids are going to face. And the thing is, they're almost blinded to it until it actually happens to them. So all we're trying to do is make them aware that these things are out there. These people are out there. These people that smile in your face and act like your friends, they are out there. They're just waiting for that first opportunity to jump in and shut you down. You feel me? So, like I said, this was just a quick test and I wanted to get it out there. Red's Room Media, make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, share this live stream. I'm on my way to 100 subs. I'm just getting started. Believe me, I want to get it to the point that it's on fire. You get it? Shout out to my U.S. counterparts, my Jamaican counterparts, and anywhere else that starts joining my lives and my team. It's been fun. All right. So I'll keep probably come back on a little bit later just to test out the waters again. Right now I'm just sitting in the car chilling. Came to get some lotto tickets and a Red Bull just to get my night over with. It is Saturday. I think it's the 5th if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's the 5th. And yeah, just here. What are you guys all up to? I can see this takes a lot out of people because, well, my throat is dry just for talking alone. And it's only been, what, 15 minutes? I see people on here for 2, 3 hours doing this stuff. I can't understand how they do it and their throat's not dry. Maybe we should get some gas. It's cheap right now. Well, not really cheap, but it is what it is because gas has gone through the damn roof. But I mean, it's lower today than it was yesterday. So I need to learn how to get people on my live stream. I guess I need to figure out how to create a thumbnail, how to put alerts out, get people to subscribe, become members. But I'm a long way from that, so I'm not even too worried about that. This is just something I had to try to see, get a vibe off of it, and, see where it goes from there. But definitely, it looks like there's some things I gotta learn. These polls sound interesting. Learn how to use StreamYard and stuff like that, put it together so that it can actually pull people in here and do panels, chats. I think one of my first topics when I get this thing off and running is going to be about. So the question arises: would you rather be rich and not known by anybody, or whether you would rather be famous and rich? And to me, it's a pretty straightforward answer for me because I'd rather have the money without nobody knowing me. But some people are different. Some people love the limelight. They love the celebrity status. They love the attention. I don't necessarily love all that. I'm a humble dude. They used to call me a humble giant. And that's basically what I am, a simple dude who just likes to keep things on a level. I'm not extreme. I'm not flashy. I don't like to bring too much attention to myself. Like I said, just keep it simple. Humble giant, that's where the terms come from, or the name comes from. And just want to get it out there and see what happens. You know what I mean? At some point, the ultimate goal is to get monetized, learn how to make some extra cash on the side. Extra cash never hurts anybody. Not trying to get rich off of this. It doesn't work like that. This is just an opportunity to try something new. Since I've had a lot of hobbies in the past, I'll just consider this a hobby and see where it goes from there. You know what I mean? But other than that, just here to have fun. Here to meet people. Here to see what kind of people are in this world out there on YouTube. A lot of great channels out there, though, man. Sometimes I find myself watching them for like half an hour, 20 minutes, watching some of these little quick videos. And the age ranges. That's what surprises me. Sometimes it could be just a teenager putting out something and the content is really good. Sometimes it's elderly people putting out stuff and it's really good. I guess we all have something to offer in this world, right? Knowledge is key. And take it with a grain of salt with everything that's being put out there. And not everything is always true or factual, but it does raise an eyebrow. It makes you question certain things. So, it's fun. Me and my wife, sometimes we watch these cooking videos and it's like, damn, I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that. And then you go to another one and you forget about the other one you wanted to try. You want to try that one. There's so much content, so much things that you can learn from YouTube alone. You know what I mean? Let's skip past all these Google ads that pop up after you start mentioning it. But YouTube is actually right there. It's right live. You can do it step by step. The instructions are in the comments or posted on their page how to do it. So I would like to get to that level at some point. where people can come by and actually learn something from what I'm doing, or at least just engage and talk about the things they like to do. Maybe get to the point that if someone asks me a question about how to do something, I can help them, like how these other YouTubers have been helping me get my feet wet. I really appreciate it, guys. Trust me. You don't have to do anything to help anybody. Once you have those channel numbers and those big 20,000 people in your subscribers list, you don't have to help people like us. I get it. But you know what? It's good to help people out because it comes back around. Eventually it comes back around, and, you know, it feels good. And you can't tell me it doesn't feel good being able to help somebody better themselves, or at least get themselves in a better position. You understand what I'm saying? And unless you're an animal or you're just evil, you don't give a shit about anybody out there. But that's not me. I care. I care about everything I do. I put 100% into everything I do, and I never sell myself short. You understand? Love my country, love my life, love my kids, love my wife. That's the motto. Um, don't let nobody step on you either, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to say no. It's one thing I've learned along the way is you know who your friends are until you say no. Yeah, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying or if you get where I'm getting at. People will come at you and say, loan me $100. I'm like, this dude's asking me for $100. You've never asked me for money before. Why all of a sudden you ask me for $100? And can I really trust this dude to give him the $100 and expect it back without it affecting our friendship? I know money and friends don't mix. Like Biggie said, I can't even repeat it on here, right? But Biggie said it. It's straight. Money and friends don't mix. Because what happens is when that person can't pay you back, or they feel you're your friend and, they're not going to want the money back, just let it go. And it creates animosity. No, we don't do that here. Better I just say no. I don't have it. Sorry about. And all of a sudden, that so-called friend is going to look at you differently now because you said no. Well, why? I don't know. The bottom line is you were trying to do him a favor by saving your friendship. He doesn't understand by you saying no that it's not that he has the money and doesn't want to give it to you, or he doesn't have the money and really can't give it to you. He just chooses not to give it to you because he sees the future of what could possibly happen. And it's good to know this stuff, you know what I mean? Because I've been down that road before, and I'll never do it again. I never lend friends money. I mean, if you're stuck and you're in a position where you need help, and I can say that you really need the help, or you're in trouble, hell yeah, I'm going to help you out. And I don't expect the money back in those times. But when you're coming and asking me for something out of the blue with no recourse or no real reasoning as to why you need it, I got to question it. You know what I mean? If you're stuck in trouble, your car broke down, you need somebody to come help you get the car for whatever reason, and I'm around in their area, I'm close to you, I would possibly do that because friends look out for each other. I get that. But still, keep in mind, people will use you. People will take advantage of you. It's just human nature. And it's up to you to separate those people from your real friends. People that check for you. People that call you every now and then and say, hey, how you doing? Let's go somewhere. Let's hit up a bar. Or let's have a barbecue by the house. Or, let's do a family thing. You guys gather your people in and let's go watch a movie. Or, let's take a trip to Jamaica or Cuba. You know what I mean? As a family thing. Those are your friends. Those are the people that check for you. Those are the people that you should not be afraid to help out. Sometimes I'd rather help out a stranger on the road than help out some certain friends, because certain friends, you know how they stay. They wouldn't do the same for you as you would do for them. That's why, as you get older, at least in my case anyway, I'm not sure, I can't speak for everybody. Once you get older, you start realizing your friends list starts dwindling. And it's nothing to do with them, actually. It's just part of growing up, life. People have different directions they go in. People have different interests. And, you start losing each other along the way. You can still connect every now and then when you see them or see a post that they put up, hail them up. But you don't have to be in each other's company as much as you used to be anymore, because now you have your own life. They have their own life. You have your own responsibilities. They got their own responsibilities as well. So you got to keep it real. You can't be as close as you used to be because life just threw you the curveball. It's called life. Especially if you're married, if you have kids, a lot of things change. You can't just be hanging out like you did before on the street corner. You can't just be going to bars and sitting there for hours on end. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, this is just my thoughts for the day. It's 25 minutes, I think, is good enough for my first shot. I didn't put this on blast, so I didn't expect anybody to be here. But it would be nice to see if you can like and share the video and, comment if you want. And have a good night. Saturday, I'm sure all you guys are busy doing certain things. So have fun and be safe. And remember, I follow you, you follow me. Simple as that, right? Press the like button, so like, share, and subscribe, people. All right? Bless.